of the board game Pods. Pods is a two-player board game invented by Vincent Everaert in 2010. There are two variants of the rules, standard and advanced. We'll be playing standard. Yes. Alright, so I guess we can play advanced in the future. Alright. Pods is played on a board with a grid of 36 points. Some of the points are connected with lines. The board orientation is chosen randomly. It can be rotated 90, 180, or 270 degrees. The adjacent points on the board are said to be connected if there's a line between them. Alright, there are two players in the game, white and black. Each player initially has 14 different pods of their color on their hand. Pods are pieces which have a number of short and or long legs pointing in 8 directions, diagonal and orthogonal. Below is the list of available pods. Okay. So there's short and long and 8 directions. Well, some have 3 dots on the outside. That's what I'm saying. Okay. The game begins with an empty board. Starting with white, players take turns placing a pod of their color on some empty point on the board. At the beginning of the game, the white player can only choose to place one of their 2 bipods, a 2-legged pod. A pod always faces its owner, the eyes watching the player. Okay. Yeah, this is our first time playing. A player can place their pod on any empty point that meets both of the following 2 conditions. It is forbidden to place a pod on a point where all of its legs are blocked, i.e. on the point with no connected adjacent empty points in the directions of pod's legs. Important remark, it is allowed to place a pod in such a way that it blocks other pods, both opponent and player ones already on the board. Below are some examples of valid and invalid pod placements. No. Alright. It is forbidden to place a pod on a point where it attacks an opponent's pod or is attacked by an opponent's pod. A pod attacks all connected adjacent points in the direction of its short legs, and all connected points on a straight line in the direction of long legs. The game ends when one of the players is not able to put any of the remaining pods. The player wins the game. Oh yeah, that might be pretty fast.
Maybe.
Let's give it a try. First time playing. I'm gonna get 2 games. Cause, yeah. Okay, so which ones... Okay, well, I'm guessing the long ones are the ones that touch the edge of the circle, and those extend. And the short ones are the ones that don't touch the edge of the circle.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be.
That's, do you have a first move, or do I have a first move? Do you have a start?
There we go. You do.
When it attacks an opponent's pod or is attacked by an opponent's pod. Pod attacks all connected. Okay. It's forbidden to place a pod on a point where all of its legs are blocked. Okay, where was the eyes thing? Oh, I'll figure it out. You choose your piece. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put a bipod first. Okay. Okay, which one's a bipod? It's one with only two. Okay, it highlights the spaces when you click on where it can go, at least.
Okay. Good to know.
All right. Yeah, it's just one of those games where when you can't place one down, the game's over. So we only have 14, so I would think it'd be pretty fast. Huh. Sorry, I'm taking my time.
You're good. I think you haven't finished before you place all ours down. None of them can attack each other.
I just do one game. We got some other games we're gonna play today. This is, I mean, seems probably do this in like if we're running out of time. Seems like a pretty short game. And
So I got a phone call. Hello.
Hello, what are you doing?
Playing against Travis.
Work.
There's
Not
one.
trombone, wait, I need, it's not trombone, wait, I need this.
this isn't our usual day. So we usually play games on Thursdays, and if it's a makeup day, it's usually just Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Today's Monday. Um, yeah. See, I mean, we've played a lot of kind of like place pieces down type of games, and until you can't place anymore, you can't attack the other person. You know, we played some games like that before.
Alright, well, I'm just going after this and I'll do it when we get home.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, I guess we'll look at the advanced
I
version.
will, thank you.
But I'm surprised we haven't. There's only a few games we haven't played yet so far.
Sorry about that.
Very good. I was saying, I'm surprised. There's only a few games we haven't played so far, and maybe I didn't. The rules are a lot longer, maybe because I didn't read that one of them's just regular rules and one of them's advanced rules. Nice.
Woo! You win.
All right. So yeah, we'll look at the advanced rules in the future, but not today. That's not games to play. Pods. Pretty. I'm sure there can be some advanced thinking behind it, but you could also play pretty casually. So enjoy your life.